Then came the moment that sent excitement into me. Confirmation from an audience on April 11th, 2024. This was once in a lifetime chance, seizing the day I accepted without hesitation. I reached the Dharamshala's temple sharp 7 a.m. There was already a big crowd of Tibetan people gathered outside, and everyone felt excited. In the anticipation filled hall for Dalai Lama's arrival, I tuned into my personal awareness, a practice I have been doing for years. The room got silent as soon as Dalai Lama walked in. With each person who went up, I got more and more nervous. What could I even say to him? There wasn't much time, and how could I think of a really important question for such a important figure? Then they called my name. The moment I have been craving for finally arrived. There I was face to face with His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, a towering figure, not just in the spiritual realm but in the world at large. The venerated monk extended a hand. His touch sending down shivers down my spine, even though I was grounded in the present moment. Excitement still crackled through my veins, a potent mix of joy and disbelief. Suddenly, I forgot everything, what I was going to say. It felt like a dream meeting the Dalai Lama in person. All those practiced words just flew out of my head. Here I was tongue-tied in front of one of the most amazing leaders in the world. In a daze, I slowly shuffled towards His Holiness. His face glowed with the wisdom of countless years, held my gaze. An overwhelming impulse washed over me, and without my conscious thought, I sank to my knees, bent over and touched His feet. Signs of reverence, unlike anything I've ever known, flooded my being. His response was immediate, His gentle hands finding their way to my head. The warmth of His touch resonated through me, like a tangible expression of compassion that He embodied. Tears poured down my eyes. Without me knowing, spontaneously I cried and I said, I have nothing to give. I have nothing to give. I am nothing. I kept repeating this 3 to 4 times without my control. I have no aware of it, not aware of it. A flicker of something new crossed his face. He paused for a moment, a silent contemplation replacing his initial expression. Then a gentle smile bloomed. Was it something I said? I do not know. Or perhaps it was my tears that he saw a reflection of something deeper within me. His reaction was just a cute smile, a look of his eyes that seemed to pierce the very depth of my soul. It wasn't a judgmental look, but one filled with understanding, a silent reassurance that echoed, it's okay. That moment was an eye-opener. Compassion, which I always thought as a word, love, caring, understanding, transcended those definitions. It became a profound sense of warmth that resonated not just in my heart but also in the very core of my being, creating a state of stillness that resonated with his own. Compassionate will never mean the same for me. Much more beautiful, in fact. I felt the emotional side of the meaning of compassion. To be honest, I still don't know how best I can describe that feeling. Then, in a gesture that transcended words, he leaned forward, his forehead meeting mine. It was a moment suspended in time, a magical moment that, let us call it inner bliss. The world around me faded away, replaced by an intense sense of expansion, a feeling that transcended the boundaries of my own physical form. Whether it was just an illusion fueled by the weight of the moment or a genuine glimpse of something more, I felt a mark on my soul. That moment I felt emptiness, and that emptiness is not nothing but filled with something which I really don't know how to describe. So let's call it bliss. Empty and yet full. Yes, I know some may be asking me how can that be, and all I can say is that's what I felt. As he drew back, his gaze held me at me once more, and this time it wasn't just the kindness I've witnessed before. There was a depth of intensity that momentarily shattered my perception of him as just a human figure. It was as if I was peering into a boundless well of calmness, a reflection of the very essence of peace, Perhaps it was my own yearning projected outward, yet in that fleeting instance, the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary just got blurred. The spell broke as quickly as it started. With a final bow, I reluctantly stepped back as I was being gracefully pulled by the security guards staff. Though the encounter was brief, it was long enough to leave an imprint in my being, a memory I would treasure forever. A newfound lightness filled my steps as the ever-watchful guards ushered me away. They led me to a group of elderly monks, their faces painted with this calmness of life dedicated to spiritual practice. With gentle smile, they presented me with a sacred thread, a symbol of protection and good luck, and a portion of prasadam, blessed food meant to nourish both soul and body. As I held those simple gifts, I knew this wasn't just a meeting with an important figure. It was a turning point in my own spiritual journey. As I was walking out of the temple complex, I kept thinking what was running in his mind when he gave me that heart-piercing look. When he gave me the second look, there was a look at his face, that he understood something of me when I cried. And I wonder, what did he understood? So many questions, and yet I will never get to know the answers. Perhaps the answers don't matter as much as the profound impact of that single exchange. Just to share again how powerful the hall that I was in, just before His Holiness Dalai Lama walked in, I could feel, as I was practicing the inner awareness methods, expanding my consciousness, I felt the calmness in the room. There was magical moments in the room without him being there. And the moment His Holiness Dalai Lama walked in and he sat there on the chair, the room felt different, stronger. So it makes me wonder, this is the place where he has been sitting, greeting people, and his aura, his presence has created a positive vibration around that room, the space. Even though he's not there, it's energized. And the moment he walked in, it's supercharged. Amazing, right? Amazing. Being in this place with this kind of energy makes you feel different. For a moment, the outside world just kept quiet. Outside noises kept quiet. And I'm still wondering up to now, the words that I said to him, why I cried. I have no idea why I cried spontaneously, the feelings I got, and those words that I told him as I looked into his eyes. I'm nothing, I have nothing to give you. I have no idea why I said that up to now, but after saying that, he gave me a second look, and that second look was just purely amazing. And of course, the touch on the forehead. There was a different world myself. The encounter with His Holiness Dalai Lama wasn't just a meeting, it was a catalyst for an expansion of my own consciousness. And here's how it went on. Kneeling before him, the sheer presence of the Dalai Lama shattered my preconceived ideas. He wasn't just a holy man, he was a conduit to a deeper peace, a glimpse of something larger than myself. The way he held my gaze, the way he touched resonated with warmth. It challenged my limited view of reality. Perhaps there was more to existence than the material world. The realm of boundless serenity that he is shifted my perspective, meeting a powerful master like himself. The most profound moment arrived unexpectedly, actually, the tearful outburst. And I said, I have nothing to give, was met with a response that transcended words. His knowing smile, the gentle touch of his forehead to mine, it bypassed the logical senses and tapped directly into my soul. In that instance, I felt a sense of expansion, a dissolution of the boundaries of my ego. Was it real or a product of the intense situation? It did not matter, and I will never know the answer. The experience opened a doorway within me, a possibility of a deeper connection to something greater than myself. This was surely an unplanned connection. Looking into his eyes, I saw not just kindness, but a depth that defied any explanation. It was as if I was gazing into a boundless well of peace, a reflection of the universe itself. This wasn't a projection. It was a sensation so real it changed my definition of human. Could a spiritual leader really truly embody something so vast? That encounter left me questioning the nature of reality, planting a seed of possibility that the limitation of the physical world might not be all there is. The experience wasn't a destination, but a point of departure actually. The red thread, a symbol of protection, and the prasadam, blessed food, were tangible reminders of the encounter. But the true gift was the expansion of my consciousness, a thirst for a greater or deeper understanding of the universe and my place within it. The meeting with Dalai Lama wasn't just a memory, it was a spark that ignited a journey of spiritual exploration. And my journey begins now. So there you go. My journey with a great being, a great true guru, master. Maybe this is how it feels to be in the presence of enlightened masters. It's my wish that everyone with a sincere desire to do so is able to meet His Holiness Dalai Lama in person during their lifetime. But if that's not possible, then I hope this little experience, my little experience, helps you to imagine what it's like to encounter this great spiritual being. As even such a brief experience can have a real impact. The encounter with His Holiness Dalai Lama wasn't just a meeting. It was a crack in the walls I had built around my perception of the world. His presence, His touch, His very being challenged everything I thought I knew. It was a humbling experience, leaving me both speechless and yearning for more. Perhaps the most profound takeaway wasn't any specific teachings, but the raw possibility it awakened within me. Could there be a deeper reality, a boundless well of peace that exists beyond the limitation of our physical world? This encounter wasn't an ending but a potent beginning. Now the question lingers. Where will this journey of expanded consciousness lead me to?